are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On now, Tucker McCann from the left hash. This from 53 yards out. McCann's kick is good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Herbert's throw complete here to Ayuk. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
You order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives, and it looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
That's taken on the 25. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds Corey Davis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Second and 8 coming up. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man here is Prohl. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now it's Herbert. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. If you're a fan of old school,
no doubt about it, that play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Buccaneers 10, Chargers 0.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Well, that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
From the 50, here's Herbert. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Back at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. McCann for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Chargers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards there for number 15.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
The slot man in motion right. To the air again, Herbert. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Logan Hall in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Completes this one to Pickens. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Following the interception, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
2nd and 1 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Herbert now. That's again complete to Palmer. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Cousins on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go with White on the counter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 14. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. On play action, Cousins sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Partner, you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jamal Dean.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll go up the middle with Wright. And down right near the 25. Able to break through that initial contact. Got him some extra yardage. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing here, Cousins. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Second down at the 28-yard line.
Herbert. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
One last throw here for Herbert. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean...